that's the hardest part about, I mean, even just 9 to 5 work-life balance, parenting and juggling something.
Right.
But when it's your own business that you've created and your heart and soul is in it, it's hard when you don't get to.
It's definitely more stressful for sure.
Oh yeah, because it's personal.
Yeah. Yeah. And
it's like, how do you pick between your two favorite kids?
Like,
who's a favorite?
There's literally no switch where it's like,
and no like rule book or guide or,
because I know from
nothing.
working from a regular job, like if my boss texts or calls me outside of work, like,
oh, I talk to my boss outside of work all the time.
No, but I'm just saying, like in the old jobs that I would have or whatever, like when I was working retail and all, like
that would be so weird.
I don't like, there is nothing in any kind of thing that says I have to answer you outside of the hours I'm not working.
It's funny that you say that.
So when I show up to the next day and they're like, you didn't answer me, we were down a man, it's like, I'm here because this is what my schedule
It's funny you say that because I know we're talking about the entrepreneur life, but at my full-time job, I have a partner this year. And she reminds me a lot of me, but I keep having to tell her like, hey, by the way, you like when you leave here, you literally don't need to get back into your email. You don't need to like, it will be on your plate tomorrow. And my phrase for her is like, nobody's going to blow up. But for whatever reason, I can't take that advice for myself.
We usually can't take our own advice.
I know,
and that's
gosh, I have good advice.
I think I have good advice too.
You do. Yeah, I know.
But I still don't follow my own advice all the time.
But I'd be eager to see the kids' perspective of, you working from home and me juggling it all. And like, are we showing up for them? I think so. I mean, I think we're pretty rad parents, but we'll have to get Logan to comment and let us know.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, he's going into his teenage years.
Yuck.
They call those the teenage angst years.
I don't know.
So I'm sure
I might have to move out for those years.
Or we'll just, no, I'm not going to give him his own apartment. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
No, give him more chores.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely been a roller coaster ride, diving headfirst into owning a business, diving headfirst into a marriage and situation with children.
I think though that was the best thing for you is like all or nothing because sometimes I think you don't realize how great you are at a lot of things. I mean, actually all the things. And I think doing the baby steps in the beginning and not being sure wasn't serving you at all. So like showing up all the way has really helped you.
I think it's a testament to like the safety blanket the safety blanket mentality that I had, not necessarily growing up, but kind of.
I think, yeah.
I mean,
the way,
because my mom, she's worked the same job since she was 16 years old, 40 plus years or whatever, but same job. And it takes a lot for even somebody to do that.
Yep.
Right. Because
I could never. That sounds terrible to me. I like change way too much.
Right.
Like, no.
But I think I always came from the mindset of like, take it slow, be safe, make sure you have this, boom, 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 and just kind of getting out of that habit.
I mean, I think I feel the exact same way, but in a different kind of perspective. I'm struggling with that right now. Like I was, made to think like, go to college, do all these things, follow this and get this money. And I've done all of the things and I've done them very, very well. I have the salary, I have the thing that I have all the things, but it just isn't serving. I mean, it's not bringing
fulfilling.
me and I think we were brought up thinking, you have to have a reliable income, but what's more important, a reliable income or a reliable mindset? You know,
I was gonna say your sanity.
I mean, really, I think
it's the most important thing.
There's a cap on that 9 to 5 sometimes. And
no, there totally is. I mean, unless that 9 to 5 job that you work has huge earning potential.
Right. And you're like, going to be the CEO or something.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I'm a teacher.
We're not all in that same boat. I get it. But
so I think we both are going through kind of the same exact thing, but in a different way, if that makes sense. Like breaking that mentality of what is our safety? I think our safety is each other. I mean, I really do. I think that's kind of the key to all of the success for us is just knowing that no matter what,
stable foundation. Yeah.
That's the stability that we are like chasing. It doesn't have to be financial.